This is More Knowledge, More Wealth with your host, Gabriel Shahin. Gabriel is a certified financial planner and a registered investment advisor at Falcon Wealth Planning. This show does not intend to provide personalized investment advice through this broadcast and does not represent that the services or securities discussed are suitable for any investor. Investors are advised not to rely on any information contained in the broadcast in the process of making a full informed investment decision. Now here's your host, Gabriel Shahin.
Good day, this is Gabriel Shahin, certified financial planner and your host of More Knowledge, More Wealth, here on every weekend talking about all important topics of personal finance. My job is to go over the knowledge you need to increase your wealth. Now, to the listener, you can always reach out to myself or any one of my colleagues here at Falcon Wealth Planning. Our phone number is 855-963-2526. That's 855-96-FALCON, like the bird. Or visit our website at falconwealthplanning.com. That's falconwp.com for short, where you can get so much cool information, especially clicking through our Knowledge Center that redirects you to YouTube. We have so much of fantastic content that is provided from you. You're the one who told me what to talk about. And we post that on there, almost 1 million views, which we're extremely excited about. And if you want us to talk about something on the show, or if we want to go in more detail, throw it on YouTube or our Knowledge Center, send it to radio@falconwp.com. That is radio@falconwp.com. And feel free to go to podcast, Spotify, you name it, for any one of our previous episodes. Now, I am the principal, the president of Falcon Wealth Planning. We are a fee-only, non-commissioned, true fiduciary, folks, and we go over all important topics of personal finance. It could be talking about where you are today, how retirement looks like, investments, estate planning, insurance, folks, you name it, anything that involves a dollar sign, we can help you with. And this is why we're offering 1 to 2 meetings, 1 to 2 hours of our time, folks, at no cost, to help answer the questions that you have and to relate this show to your specific situation. And we go over so many different things. So far, based on what you wanted to talk about, we've talked about Bitcoin. We talked about a business owner versus an entrepreneur, restructuring those and what you should be looking into when you want to set up a new business. We've focused on investments, avoiding high commissions, high costs, insurance products that are normally sold to you and jammed down your throat. We've gone over so many different items. And so now the question is what is the hot topic? What are people really talking about today? And so I wrote down a big topic here that a lot of people are discussing. And it is AI, artificial intelligence. Now it's huge, and I'm going to first go over into that topic with you guys here shortly. And by the way, folks, if you want to help relate the show to your situation, give us a call. We can help 1 to 2 hours, 1 to 2 meetings of our time, folks, at no cost. That's 855-963-2526. That's 855-96-FALCON, like the bird. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to discuss, just in general, what is AI? Like, I get it, artificial intelligence, but let's go more into detail of this, okay? Because there are some key aspects of AI that just people aren't aware of. I get this question often. So we got it this past week enough for now we're going to talk about on the show. The first one is machine learning. Now, this is something we actually have tried to do here at Falcon Wealth Planning. We've tried. We have hours and hours and thousands of pages of transcripts of my show, of More Knowledge, More Wealth. And listen, folks, there's a lot of sophistication in this show, and the things that we talk about are very high level. So much so we found a lot of our listeners are actually other advisors, which I love the industry. I want to help everybody, not just you. So the idea is we're trying to put our information in there to see how well can it learn what we're doing. Machine learning is described as the ability of a computer system to learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. It's literally learning what Gabriel says and being able to put it into something where it could give a solution. How cool would that be? We're actually focusing on seeing if that can be done in a chat box. I don't know if it will. Probably something we're never going to roll out, but we are trying, and it only is going to get better. The next one is called NLP. A lot of people don't know about the natural language processing. This is the ability of computers to understand, interpret, and generate human language. You can communicate with the computer. Computer vision, the ability of computers to identify and process digital images and videos, similar to how human vision works. I've done this now multiple times with Google. You can take a picture on Google. They have a Google app on your phone, and they have this little box and like mystery magic that goes over it, and you click it and the camera turns on. You take a video of it, or excuse me, a picture of it, and it processes and will find very accurate images of it. You know what I've been doing it for? My kids' Pokemon cards. I want to make sure they don't get ripped off when they're trading with their other kids at their school. Like, hey, this is a good card. Like, you should learn how to use this, sweetheart. So it's just so much sophistication is coming from that. You're also seeing that in Amazon as well, and just a lot of other companies that are using it. Here's a popular one. This is what most people think of when they think of artificial intelligence. They think of robotics, the design, construction, and the use of robotics to perform tasks that would be difficult, dangerous, and impossible for humans to do. Now, let me give you an example. There is this dog right now that this robotic dog that goes upstairs that can actually defuse, record, and let police know if this hostage situation or this dangerous person is being able to be a hoax, or is it able to be defused, or is it safe to actually go in there and just completely de-escalate the situation. So this is something we're not just seeing for-profit companies do to enhance their business models. This is something that we're seeing law enforcement use to protect their own people, to protect themselves, and to protect a normal canine from going in there. That's sad. Nobody wants to see that being, even if you don't like pets or animals or a dog, like nobody wants to see an innocent creature die, especially for somebody who's just trying to help. And so, yet again, it goes beyond that. Now, I know what we're thinking. I know some of us are thinking the Jetsons right now, but the idea is you've seen like the Tesla robot thingamabob already, and they have some pretty impressive designs that are happening. It's possible in the future, and we've seen hotels in Japan that is completely ran by robots where they're able to help check you in, check you out, communicate with you, converse with you. And these are things that maybe over time you could have an in-house assisted care person help you in and out of the shower, in the bathroom, help clothe you, help make you food. I mean, how much would you pay for that? Current aid, depending on where you are across the country, could be $4,000 to $5,000 a month to as much as over $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. And oh, by the way, they got to sleep and eat. How much would you pay for a robot that can do those activities for you, that, by the way, never call in sick, never would sue you, never would do a workers' comp claim or insurance claim? You get what I'm saying? There is a lot of money that is going into this for that very reason. I bet you people would pay $100,000 for that machine. Some would say you can't afford not to. Imagine if they actually were smart enough to do a payment plan where it's $4,000 to $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000 a month, just as cheap or expensive as a true healthcare professional. Just saying, imagine being able to program all the different ways they can take care of you. Just insane when you start looking at the reality of this. The last one is for AI is intelligent agents. This is a software system that can perceive their environment, make decisions, and take actions to achieve specific goals. I mean, this is just, it's insane. You see this almost like with auto driving. You know what I'm always curious about? If there's a fork on the road and they're put in a position and they have to turn left or right. Right, they are going to hit a child. Left, they're going to hit an elder person. Like, where's the ethical decision making on AI and robotics where you have to go left or right? It's kind of insane when you start to think about it. Like, my goodness, I'm curious what they would choose. It's a horrible, terrible situation. How my mind even thinks of these things when it comes up. Hopefully I'm normal. But this is the thing that it's not easy. Robotics, they have a saying, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I'm just curious what the ethical standard is for AI. By the way, folks, if you're just joining me, you're listening to Gabriel Shahin, Certified Financial Planner, and your host of More Knowledge, More Wealth here, and every week and talking about all important topics of personal finance. And here I'm just talking about AI. We have this AI craze going on right now. Heck, Apple stock went up almost 8% in a day just because they announced some stuff on AI. Look at what NVIDIA is doing. They're trading at crazy multiples. I have some friends, I have clients senior levels at some of these companies over here saying, listen, this AI craze, it's a craze. It's way further than where people think it actually is. I'll give you an example. Anybody own a Tesla? Anybody try putting full self-driving, which, oh, by the way, Tesla pumped that out to everybody to give it free for 30 days? Anybody try that? It's not great. I'm never going to fall asleep at the wheel and let Tesla drive me to my in-laws' house, to work, or across country. Are you out of your mind? Yes, it makes a stop. Yes, it makes a left. Yes, it makes a right. Yes, it waits to a green arrow for you to make that left or right. I get it, but it is still a long way to go. A long way to go. So much so you can't even look down at your phone for a second, or they'll disengage you from autopilot or full self-driving. So it's just funny when you start looking at all this and how far away are we from true AI? Like true having, whether it's robotics, whether it's machine learning, whatever the case is, having that there and helping us in our day-to-day lives. I get it. We got the Google app. That's a cool feature that we can use. Makes it very convenient. But how long before we have Terminator over here saying, please get that bad guy who's in front of my house? I mean, there are two massive extremes. Ones that we see in the movies, and the other that just enhance the quality of lives. What you have to ask yourself is, taking a look at the investment landscape, and how does that affect you today? We have seen the growth stocks of these AI companies really boom. We've seen that with NVIDIA, but what has IBM done? What has Intel done? Intel was the worst performing asset up to like 2 weeks ago for the year of the S&P 500. And they are heavily in AI. Like, where do you draw the line on this? I don't know. But I see a lot of people that, God bless you, you've made millions of dollars on this stuff. You rolled the dice. What the heck? Or you worked at the company, you were granted shares. I get it. But now you're sitting on all this money and you've seen the growth happen, and you have to think, how far are we really? And how much? Look at the hype. It's not that NVIDIA is great. It's not that Apple is great. Like, everything that has anything that sprinkles AI on is going to the moon until we come to reality. Until you see how profitable are these companies, how far are they coming along? They're talking a lot about AI. But do you really want to jump in now? You should have gone to AI when nobody wanted to invest in NVIDIA, when they were losing money, or invest in these other companies. Now you want to get into AI? When we're just about to see how far along they are? When we realize, oh wait, this is not actually as good as we thought it was, or were told it was? Still has so much room to go. And the question is, how can we do it in scale? I understand governments are using it, corporations are using it to enhance what they're doing in a very specific module that they need it for. But how many millions did it cost to tweak it for exactly the solution they're looking for? What I'm saying is, it's not ready for the masses. You're hearing what they could do in the practical application for their company that they spent millions of dollars doing. Heck, you see the Tesla robot jumping and doing these obstacle courses. That was programmed. How would it do in a fire? How would it do underwater? Assuming it's waterproof, I don't know. You know, how would it do in just normal situations like, hey, can you go get me that beer from the fridge? And, oh, by the way, robot, you're coming with me. We're going to my friend's house. Can you go get a beer in their fridge? They know where that is. Like, how much work has to be done? This is to be determined. Folks, we're going to go on a quick break. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Our phone number is 855-963-2526. That's 855-96-FALCON, like the bird, or visit our website at falconwealthplanning.com. That's falconwp.com for short. When we come back from our break, we're going to discuss the companies themselves. Which companies are doing AI? Not telling you to buy these companies. I just told you we could be on the high side of this AI bubble, potentially. But we'll be right back after a few words. We got a lot more to discuss. This is Gabriel Shahin, Certified Financial Planner, your host of More Knowledge, More Wealth. That's on every weekend. We're going over all important topics of personal finance. We're going over retirement planning, making sure you're prepared for retirement, Social Security and strategies, real estate, taxes, avoiding them now and in the future, investments, reducing fees, commissions, and so on, insurance, and estate planning. Folks, we are offering a free financial assessment that you could take advantage of. We have offices all across Southern California, including the Inland Empire. Give us a call to take take advantage. Our phone number is 855-963-2526. That's 855-96-FALCON, like the bird, or visit our website, falconwealthplanning.com. That's falconwp.com for short. Enjoy the show. We look forward to serving you. Welcome back, folks. This is Gabriel Shahin, Certified Financial Planner, and your host of More Knowledge, More Wealth here on every weekend, talking about all important topics of personal finance. Today, we're talking about the AI craze that's going on right now. And I thought, what the heck? Why not go over, number one, what AI is, and number two, this segment right here, talking about what companies are using AI and how they're using it. Now, I'm going to leave NVIDIA at the very end because that's what's getting the biggest boost, right? This is what is one of the biggest companies in the world right now because of the boom that they've had, let alone in 2024, but 2023. And there's just the ramp up in the past 5 to 10 years. It's insane. Like the number one performing asset. It's insane. So the idea is what companies are actually doing it. Now, I talked about, and I'm going to talk about, let's see how many I'm going to talk about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to talk about maybe 8 of them. How is that? Maybe 9. We'll see how I'm doing on time. I'll try to speed it up, right? Because you know I struggle to talk fast. So let's talk about Google. That was the first one, right? I've been talking about Google. Now, Google, as it likes to say, is pioneered in AI and made significant advancements in areas like machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision. Now, the computer vision is developed the AI products such as Google Assistant, Google Translate, and Google Maps. So that's really cool, right? They can kind of put an image in front of something and they'll instantly translate it. You could be in Russia and they'll bring it in English. China, they'll put it in English. I'm putting countries that people are kind of a little turned off by, but you get what I'm saying. You could do this very, very well. And they are really good at that. So they're consistently doing it. So Google has a lot in AI. The second one, these are the leading companies, right? Microsoft, they've been investing heavily in AI. And they have initiatives like Azure, which is their cognitive service. They have Microsoft Research and development of AI-powered products like Cortana, which is their equivalent to Siri, for those who have it. I've disabled it on my computer. It's annoying. And Microsoft Office 365. The Azure machine learning, just so much. They're trying to build a very strong interface to be productive. How can they make your life easier? If they can think about what you're about to say or finish the paragraph that you've already started writing, or able to build a process where they're able to find things that you don't even know that you're looking for. This is the logic behind it. So these are some mega companies right now, right? They sound like the Magnificent Seven. You got Google, you got Microsoft. What do you think is next? Let's give Amazon a whirl. Amazon has been in the forefront of all AI, primarily through the Amazon Web Service. That's AWS Cloud, guys, their platform there, which offers a range of AI and machine learning services. Amazon also utilizes AI in its e-commerce operation, product recommendation, and Alexa virtual assistant. I mean, there's so much logic behind that, right? Where you're able to ask Alexa to do certain things. Now, these are all pre-programmed items. It's like an app on your phone. If you want to play solitaire on your phone, you got to download the app. It just doesn't do it, right? That's how you have to look at AI. AI is a phone. It's a blank canvas. You have to tell it what to do. You have to teach it what to do. And then when you do that, how can it be profitable? Well, look what Amazon's doing. They're thinking what you're going to buy before you know what you have to buy. They're proposing it for you, be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need that. Let's order it now. It's so interesting how that works. Heck, Google for a while and Amazon got in trouble with it as well, where Alexa's listening to you nonstop. You literally have enabled that feature. Privacy, gone. I'm trading my privacy for convenience. Why? Because it listens to me at all times and it tells me I need detergent. There are fridges out there, I believe it's Samsung, where it will tell you what you need to buy. You need to buy milk, you need to buy eggs, you need to buy whatever. It's just interesting where the world is going. And it's all based on making your life more convenient. Sure, you pay a little bit more money for it, but do you really want to have to get milk in the middle of the night if your baby's crying? So, the fourth one, right, we're talking Magnificent Seven here, is Apple. Apple has been integrating AI into their products and services, such as their facial recognition in iPhones, Siri virtual assistant, machine learning, and various software and hardware offerings. I mean, they got that little headset that nobody's buying. But you get what I'm saying? Every company is doing the same thing. I can argue Alexa copied Siri, but look, they took it to a step further. Siri helps you with stuff. Alexa helps you execute on product. You can literally reorder something by just talking to Alexa. Siri, you can turn on lights and open garages and so on. Oh, by the way, just like Alexa. So many things now integrate with these things. But you have to understand AI versus convenience. What are we really looking at to enhance those? Now, to continue in the conversation, I want to talk about Facebook. Literally, these are massive companies here. Has been regularly investing in AI, particularly in the areas like computer vision, natural language processing, and reinforcement learning, which uses the power of social media for advertising and other products. Think about that. They can actually see, you take a photo, and they could tell it's a Lakers jersey. You probably like the Lakers. You probably like basketball. If you like basketball, you have a high probability to maybe like football. People who like that stuff probably like pizza, because pizza and beer and wings is an American tradition when you're watching football and basketball. You know what I'm saying? Now they're going to make recommendations to you, and they're taking that information and they're selling it to somebody else. They are visually looking at this. Heck, I'm hoping they're using this to find terrorist activity. You know what I mean? People that are doing just illegal things, bad things, and instantly flagging those on Facebook and removing those and blocking those accounts, and ideally reporting them to local agencies. I hope that's going on. By the way, I'm sure that's going on. So they're using this, a global setting where their goal, somebody like Facebook, is to get everybody in the world that has internet. Let me rephrase that. They want to provide everybody in the world with internet. If everybody in the world has internet, everybody can have Facebook. If everybody has Facebook, they have now an integration with every human in the planet. That is a pretty powerful company. And for those that upload their pictures, now they have image facial recognition. Now they know how you look. This is becoming a security company more than anything. Just interesting how it all goes down. By the way, folks, if you're just joining me, you're listening to Gabriel Shahin, Certified Financial Planner, and your host of More Knowledge, More Wealth. You're on every week and talking about all important topics of personal finance. I bring this up, folks, because so many people are wondering what and how they should be invested. They're seeing this craze, and you know what they do? They buy high. I want to buy NVIDIA, is what they say to themselves. You should have bought NVIDIA a while ago. Maybe now is the time to sell NVIDIA. Like, you have to understand where you're at currently and what has happened around you. And where are you looking to go? Oh, I want to make money. But at what cost? And these companies today may not be great tomorrow. Earnings reports come out and they miss those earnings. They drop, and they drop fast. We're talking 10, 20, 30+%. This is why we're offering a free financial assessment to help relate this show to your specific situation. Take a look at what you're at. You may actually not have enough exposure in it. Who cares if you're buying high? You need the exposure. If you have zero exposure, you've been underperforming in your portfolio. This is what I don't understand. People think it's a binary situation. You're either all in or all out. I'm either going all tech or all nothing. I'm either investing in NVIDIA or nothing at all. You're out of your mind. How about you have a little of everything? How about you diversify? So that way, if it does go south, who cares? That's part of your money. Other money is somewhere else, and more conservative investments. This is why we're offering that free financial assessment. 1 to 2 meetings, 1 to 2 hours of our time, folks, at no cost. Give us a call. We would love to help. Our phone number is 855-963-2526. That's 855-96-FALCON, like the bird, where we can help put this together for you and answer those questions that you have. I'm going to go over a couple more businesses here. Number one is IBM. Long history of AI and development. And it offers a range of AI-powered solutions, including Watson. That's like the first one. The Watson system, the platform that combines AI, machine learning, and natural language processing to solve complex problems. Huge. Literally, we can argue they were at the forefront of artificial intelligence. And that's why Watson was such a powerful, I feel like they built it 20 years ago now. I should Google that. I will Google that in the middle of this show. Say, when was IBM Watson created? Here we go. 2004. Well, I'll be 20 years. Crazy. Well done, Gabriel. Thank you. I was talking to AI, by the way. ChatGPT 4. That's another one. OpenAI is another very popular one that's out there, right? They're creating ChatGPT 4 where you're able to create, it's able to create things for you, documents. Heck, this could put some low-level legal services out of business. It can build contracts for you and so on. Tesla is using AI as well through their autopilot feature, mostly their full self-driving, where it's thinking on your behalf through multiple different variables that are taken into account, whether they're visual scans, whether it's their GPS systems, whatever. They have this robotic side of the company as well, which is a bit bizarre, but there you go. We can argue, speaking of Elon Musk, Neuralink is part of this as well. Now, the last one is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the big one. Now, I wanted to highlight just a few things. They have their crazy GPU, right? Their graphics processing units, just extremely top quality. This is proven highly effective for accelerated AI and machine learning, crucial for training and developing large, complex AI models. They have NVIDIA, we'll call it CUDA. This is parallel computing platform programming that enables for developing, leveraging, and the power of GPUs, just very deep learning there. They have DGX systems. That's a line of high-performance AI-optimized computer systems. The DGX is, again, GPU accelerated computing capacity for training and developing large and scaled AI models. They have architecture behind it as well. They have Tensor Core. Is yet again, all of this is, in that case, hardware focused. You have AI software stack through NVIDIA. This is extremely useful for a manageable AI applications so they can research, build, and deploy. They have the Omniverse as well. This is application that's used for enabling virtual calibration, 3D design and visualization, and they have many partnerships and collaborations as well in many different industries, such as autonomous driving, healthcare, and even working with small cities to enhance their applications. It's kind of interesting when you hear some of the stories of some of these companies, what they're doing, and where the hype is coming from. The question is how developed are they really? When you have a salesman, we call them the CEOs, trying to sell their company. They believe the company. They believe in the company, but how is it actually performing? That's the question you have to ask yourself. How is it actually delivering? From concept to printing money. Apple has proven to be really good at that. Same with majority of the Magnificent Seven. But how sustainable is it? I think Microsoft has proven they're very sustainable. Same with Apple. Same with Google. You get what I'm saying? So the question is what you're doing today, is that going to be around? Those investments, is it going to be able to grow and participate for the investments of tomorrow? What you did yesterday may not be working today. And what's today looking like when you're focusing on tomorrow? You have to be able to capture proper investment portfolio, which is why we're offering free financial assessment, where we'll offer 1 to 2 meetings, 1 to 2 hours of our time, folks, at no cost to help answer those questions. Investments are a very important piece. I know we talk mostly about tax planning, ways to save you money, trying to help you in your financial situation through strategies, but truly, investments is a key. Money is a key to achieve your goals. Give us a call. We would love to help. Our phone number is 855-963-2526. That's 855-96-FALCON, like the bird, where we can help put together that assessment that answers those questions for you, because the investment climate is complicated and there's so much to sell, and you're seeing it all on social media of what you should be buying. You see these blogs, you see these reports out there of this is the next Amazon, this is the next Apple, and this is the next whatever. I don't care. What you should be focusing on is how can you achieve your goal without putting yourself at risk? Because buying an investment at an all-time high, listen, I get it. Companies were all-time highs 5 years ago and 10 years ago, and look, we've gotten thousands of % returns. But you have to understand what you're investing in. This is what Warren Buffett says best. Don't understand it, the investment, forget stocks. Don't understand it, it's not a good investment. Folks, that's all I got for you today. That was a fast show. I want to thank you for tuning in with us. You can always reach out to myself or any one of my colleagues here at Falcon Wealth Planning. Our phone number is 855-963-2526. That's 855-96-FALCON. like the bird, or visit our website at falconwealthplanning.com. That's falconwp.com for short, or go to our knowledge center. There's a form fill. We can help you out by submitting online. And we have so many great videos as well from what you wanted to talk about. You want me to talk about something on air, which is why I talked about today on air, just send it to radio@falconwp.com. That's radio@falconwp.com. Folks, I want you to thank you for tuning in with me. Feel free to reach out to us with any questions you have. You have a fantastic week. Have a great weekend, and God bless.